Guys, they did it. Sucker Punch has somehow did it again. What is up, everyone? Prometheus here. In recent months, we've been doing more videos on film and stopped doing that many gaming videos because we've seen that film has been a lot more successful, and I've unlocked a new passion for filming in general. But that doesn't mean I don't love video games anymore. I still love video games just as much as I do film, though I've decided to give more focus to film because I've been doing focus for video games for years. But back to gaming. If you don't know this, I absolutely love samurai. Samurai movies, samurai video games, samurai TV shows, anything samurai. They have produced some of the greatest works of art we have ever seen. Seven Samurai, Harakiri, the Shogun. I think that's the Shogun TV series, and Ghost of Tsushima, possibly the greatest samurai video game ever made. Well, unless you think Sekiro's better. But anyways, if you probably don't know this, but Ghost of Tsushima is possibly my favorite video game of all time, because I love how it mixes samurai with this large open world. And the open world of Ghost of Tsushima, mind you, I read it's only 11 square miles large, which is tiny compared to many open worlds today, and yet it feels so much bigger than some of the biggest open worlds, like ones in Assassin's Creed, because I don't know, it just feels bigger. I was so pulled into the world of Tsushima and the story. And what makes it my favorite is how it has a cinematic feel to it. I love video games, but I also love movies, and Ghost of Tsushima, although mostly a video game, is kind of a mix of traditional video games and samurai film. And I love the story, the characters, its cinematic elements. It's amazing. It's a near perfect video game. The only problem I have with the game is that there is a lack of a lock-on button, which makes focusing on enemies a bit hard, and the camera overall can be a bit rough during combat, though I play the director's cut version, which I think kind of fixed this issue. But yeah, my score for Ghost of Tsushima would be really high, like near 100%, with the only real problem being the camera being rough sometimes. But if I think about it, I'd probably give it like a 97 or a 98. It's my favorite video game because it just has everything I love. Open world. I am a sucker for open world games. And after I watched the state of play, I went in with two expectations: Bloodborne 2 or Ghost of Tsushima 2. And while we didn't get Bloodborne 2, we got Ghost of Tsushima 2, now known as Ghost of Yotei, which is just as good. Because Bloodborne, I played it, I absolutely love it. I also think it's a near perfect video game. Like, it's amazing. But if I'd be equally excited if they announced Bloodborne 2, but Ghost of Yotei, man, from this first trailer, it looks absolutely amazing. Like, look at that. This game's going to be even bigger than Ghost of Tsushima, for sure. It's going to be set in the Yotei, around Mount Yotei, near the city of Sapporo, 300 years after Ghost of Tsushima. So, kind of a sequel, but we're not getting any more of Jin Sakai, and no more Mongolians. From the trailer, I think we're being hunted by by Ronin, and the main character is a female samurai rather than a male samurai, which, it's a fine addition. And, like, man, this is coming out next year. When I was scared that this wouldn't be coming out until 2026, but when I saw that 2025, I was excited. When this game comes out, it's gonna be a strong contender for Game of the Year. Like, I'm not worried about this game at all. I'm confident that this game will be the best samurai game we ever get, or at least of all time so far, unless they make a third one. If they make this into a Ghost trilogy, I think it could be like one of the greatest game trilogies of all time, because the first one's great, second one could improve on it, and the third one, Ghost of what are you gonna call it? Ghost of Tokyo, Ghost of Kyushu, whatever, wherever it's set. So originally my thoughts for Ghost of Tsushima 2 were that it's going to be set directly after Tsushima, and Jin Sakai goes to Kyushu, Japan, the island of Kyushu. I thought it'd be called like Ghost of Kyushu, But no, it's going to be a completely different story, and you know what? I think I like that. It's a fresh, new tale to tell about this female samurai, and it's gonna have a even bigger map than the original game. So it's gonna be set around the mountain of Kyushu. I mean Yotei. So this is what the map is gonna be like. Likely this area right here. This is probably gonna be and. So what I'm thinking the map's going to be like is there's going to be a larger wilderness exploring this area, and then there's going to be an entire section of the map dedicated to the city of Sapporo. And like this is going to be even bigger than Tsushima, because this area dwarfs the size of Tsushima. And I am so excited to explore this new world, around the world of Yotei. I am so excited to see this new story. This, along with Crimson Desert, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and potentially GTA 6 if it doesn't get delayed, because I'm hearing it might be delayed. This along with those games are going to be strong contenders for Game of the Year. If GTA 6 comes out, it's probably going to win, but if it doesn't, then Crimson Desert could end up being either a big revolutionary fast RPG or a bloated mess. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's probably going to be great, though the original did have some problems, and I think I'm excited for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Crimson Desert, but Ghost of Yotei is going to be my number one favorite upcoming game. And then Monster Hunter Wilds can also be great, but if GTA 6 comes out, then it doesn't come out next year, I think Ghost of Yotei has the strongest chance to get Game of the Year. And honestly, Ghost of Tsushima was robbed of Game of the Year in 2020 when it came out. Like, Last of Us Part 2 is a really divisive game, and I don't think it's a terrible game. By no means. It has a lot of really good elements. It's more so the narrative. But I think Ghost of Tsushima was the clear Game of the Year winner last year. It may not have won Game of the Year in 2020, but it was still my Game of the Year. And Ghost of Yotei is going to be a strong contender for that title for next year. I am so excited for next year. GTA 6, Crimson Desert, Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and of course my number one, Ghost of Yotei. So I can't wait to explore the wilderness around Yotei. Like we're gonna be seeing these locations. Looking at this map, this is kind of what I'm gonna expect. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be like this area, maybe cutting off right here and here. So the land around goes to around Yotei, and of course Sapporo, Japan. It's gonna be set 300 years afterwards, so it's gonna have some advancements. Like I saw in the trailer, there were guns. And maybe a bigger city, who knows? Larger fields. It's going to be even bigger than Ghost of Tsushima. Probably even better, because Ghost Sucker Punch already managed to make a near perfect samurai video game. And they can do it again. In fact, this game could be a 10 out of 10. There are only 4 or 5 video games I've ever given a 10 out of 10. Compared to less than 30 I've given to movies. But Ghost of Tsushima... Ghost of Yotei, like, I honestly think it's gonna have. Obviously, it's gonna have another cinematic tone to it. This could be my favorite game of all time when it comes out. Like, absolutely dwarfing the size of the original game, improving on it, maybe adding a lock on, who knows, or maybe it'll still have the kind of the rough camera issue, but maybe a bit less rough. Even if it's just on the same level as Ghost of Tsushima, same quality, I'd still be happy. And like, even if it's like not like a 99 or even 100% game and more of a 98, 97 like the original, it's still gonna be like it's gonna be a masterpiece. Period. There is no way they're gonna screw this game for sure. Like, one, they got an enormous map to build on. They got the storytelling, the cinematic feel, it looks amazing. Ghost of Yotei looks absolutely amazing. I am so looking forward to it. It has a cinematic feel to it. Yotei, 1603. They're going to have guns, maybe a bit more people that are from outside of Japan. Who knows? And just seeing this and Ghost of Yotei, that looks amazing. And so we're gonna have flaming blades, what looks to be like a mace, and guns, and 2025. When I saw that, I cheered. When I saw that, I absolutely cheered. Next year, the wait is coming. I don't know if it's coming early next year, later next year, who knows. I don't care. I'm just happy that it's not coming another 2 years. Unlike the Zelda movie, which ain't coming out for a while, and that's my most anticipated video game. Well, second most anticipated, because Legend of Zelda is my second favorite video game franchise, right behind Fallout and right above The Elder Scrolls. But the Ghost franchise, if it's made into a video game franchise with Ghost of Tsushima 2, Ghost of Yotei, if they make it into a trilogy, it's going to be my number one. Speaking of Ghost of Tsushima, it has a cinematic feel to it, and that is why it is the perfect movie to make into a perfect video game to make into a movie. And thankfully, they are making it into a movie. The Ghost of Tsushima movie, it is the perfect video game to make a movie based on. And they got the director of John Wick. It is going to be a masterpiece. Possibly one of the greatest samurai movies of all time. Like, it's going to be great, for sure. I hope they bring back the original voice actor of Jin Sakai for this movie, because he looks like Jin Sakai, and I think he can also use a samurai sword in real life. They better not have, like, a weird celebrity cast like Keanu Reeves as Jin Sakai. 1, he's not Japanese, and 2, the voice actor is perfect. You don't need anyone else for the role. Back to Ghost of Yotei. Yeah, I'm excited for this map. Like, I'm excited to explore this area. I'm excited to see the new combat elements they add to it, the story. Like, it's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. Ghost, I am a large Ghost of Tsushima fan, a large samurai fan. And with Ghost of Yotei coming, as well as the Ghost of Tsushima movie, there is, hopefully this comes out next year, or at least 2026, and, like, it's going to be amazing. I love film and video games, and we are getting a video game with elements of film, and a film based off my favorite video game. It's going to be amazing. If this comes out in 2025, then 2025 is going to be my favorite year of the decade so far. Like, I mean, all the other years have been better than 2020, for sure. I lost my arm in 2020. Jeez. A lot of bad things happened to me in 2020. But another good thing that happened in 2020 is Ghost of Tsushima came out, but sadly it was robbed of Game of the Year. And I lost my arm. So that sucks. But anyways, back to the Ghost of Tsushima movie. It's going to be directed by Chad Stahelski, I think, which is the director of John Wick. It's going to have fast action, really well choreographed action for sure. I am confident that this will be an amazing video game movie. Like, the only thing that I'm worried is if they cast Keanu Reeves as Jin Sakai rather than the actual voice actor, who is also a skilled actor in real life for sure. Like, oh, we got the cast here. No! No! Come on! Dang it! This better be fake. Who the heck is Bill Skarsgård playing? I don't know who that is. Dang it! This better not be legit, Chad. Get the original voice actor. Don't just cast Keanu Reeves for the sake of casting Keanu Reeves. Even if the Ghost of Tsushima movie ends up being mediocre or anything, I am confident that Ghost of Yotei will be the best game of next year. At least one of the top 3 for sure. When they announce this game's specific release date, like which month, which day, I'm marking on my calendar. I am so excited to see what they do with this game. Like, it is guaranteed to be a masterpiece, for sure. Sucker Punch, they've made great games in the past. Ghost of Tsushima is probably their best, but this one's going to be the masterpiece. Possibly even, this is kind of a big claim, but it might have the potential to be the greatest PlayStation game of all time. the best video game to ever be released on any PlayStation console ever. Like, Ghost of Tsushima is already one of my top 10 PlayStation games of all time, but this one could be top 1 or even top 3, who knows. Potentially even one of the best games ever made, because I think Ghost of Tsushima is one of the best games ever made, and if this improves on it, it's definitely going to be one of the best. For sure. Like, I have nothing to criticize with this game so far. The only thing that I'm mildly worried about is if the open world has like like some empty areas in it, like there's not much in it. Like Ghost of Tsushima had a smaller map, but it felt enormous, and like, see, there's a lot of open space, so hopefully they still add a lot of stuff to it, and like there's gonna be some residents to it, and like it's gonna be amazing for sure. Like, look at that. You're probably gonna fight a Ronin, who knows. It's gonna be an amazing game. I wonder what they'll do with Sapporo if they include it in the game. And Ghost of Tsushima movie is gonna be great. I am slightly more excited for this film than I am the Legend of Zelda film, but though I'm still excited for the Legend of Zelda movie for sure, which I also think has the potential to be a truly great video game movie. This film, though, is not just going to be a great video game movie. It could just be a great movie overall. One of the all-time great samurai movies. And samurai movies are some of the best ever made. Harakiri, Seven Samurai, Rashomon, Ran. They're some of the greatest movies ever made. This could be one of the best adaptations of all time. The only thing they got to do is not cast Keanu Reeves as Jin Sakai. They better cast all Japanese and Mongolian actors for this film. Like, better. They better. Like, please, Chad. This better be a fake casting, and I do not know what Pennywise is doing in this cast, but whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be a good film for sure. And if it does end up being bad, then I don't know what went wrong, because it has all the building blocks to be an amazing movie. Like, just like how Ghost of Yotei has all the building blocks to be a truly great video game. Like, dual-wielding blades, I wonder what they'll do with that. So, yeah, I originally thought that the Ghost of Tsushima 2 would take place on the island of Kyushu, because it's the closest island to... And I was closest island to Tsushima, and I was excited to see what we explore there, but instead we're getting... Yotei, but you know what, I'm just as excited because I'm not that familiar with this place, so I'm excited to discover it. I'm excited to explore this new world that Sucker Punch creates for us, and I am going to wait every day tirelessly for this game's release, and I will also be waiting a lot for the film. Now, yes, I'm more excited for the game than I am the movie, though I'm still very excited for the movie, obviously. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about Ghost of Yotei. I'm marking on my calendar, and so should you if you're a fan of these games. And once this game releases, once again we're traveling to northern Japan, around the mountain of Yotei, and likely to the city of Sapporo, over 300 years after Jin Sakai. So Jin Sakai is gonna be long dead, but that's an opportunity to add new characters, new villains. Like, it has so much potential. This is going to be a masterpiece for sure. Like, we get to explore all of this. This is going to be the biggest map. Like, the original game's map was pretty small in comparison to other ones, but this one is probably going to be like, well, let's see, the original was 11 square miles, and that's tiny. So this is like, what, 50 square miles long? I don't know. It's going to be big, for sure. This is going to be the best game of 2025, for sure. Well, in my eyes, because I think GTA 6 might be delayed, and the only way this isn't Game of the Year is if Crimson Desert or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or Monster Hunter Wilds are absolutely just astronomically great games. Because this game is already going to be phenomenal. I'm not going to say it has the potential. It will be an amazing game, a masterpiece, and my new favorite game of all time, because it is definitely going to top the original game, or at least be on the same level, hopefully. Anyways, that was my video on Ghost of Yotei, and a bit on the Ghost of Tsushima movie. I might do a review on this game once it comes out. Like, it looks amazing. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is my favorite PlayStation studio for sure. For Ghost of Tsushima alone, I haven't played any of their other games. Like, I'm in November, just in a few months, Assassin's Creed Shadows will be releasing, and that one can either hit or miss. I'm a bit worried about that one, though it does look pretty good. I don't know. It could be good, it could be bad, who knows. But that's another summer game that's coming out in a few months that I'm looking forward to, but I'm a bit skeptical about. But this one, I have no skepticism. It's going to be great. I'm confident that'll be great. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Prometheus out.